Steve Jobs owned 1% of Apple. I mean, now 1% of a $3 trillion company, right? But if you look at his percentage, you're like 1%. Ha 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 ha. So, you know, we've been trained to look at the percentage of something you own, right? We have to get it. It ain't what you own. You can own 100% of nothing. It's whatever the strategy calls for. Like Ace, LVMH was a brilliant strategic partner for me. We were lucky to find the Cartiers who've been in the business since the 1800s. Like there's no one that looks like us in Champagne. We've done something really amazing and got the attention of one of the most prestigious brands, right? And it was like a beautiful marriage. Like I owned 100%. Now I could have said, I want to own 100% of this thing. Or I can own 50% of it and take this and push it even further, right? That was right for that specific situation. Again, I own 50% of it. So it's still an asset that I can pass down to my kids.
Okay, so right here we have Jay-Z talking about how you can be able to maximize the ownership of your music, your business, or anything of that nature. You know what I'm saying? But this goes to, independent artists. So my question to you right now is, ever since you started making music, how much have you been able to earn, as a musician or as an independent musician? Because he talked about, owning 100% of nothing, which is actually true. You have so many music on Spotify, Apple Music, and nobody's streaming it. It's on iTunes, nobody's buying it. You're an artist, nobody's calling you for a show. Because you have not been able to maximize your career to an extent that it starts making you money. You know what I'm saying? That means you own 100% of nothing. And you are seated at the back and you are shouting, oh, I own 100% of my masters, this and that. When you don't even know what to do with your masters. You know what I'm saying? So why don't you walk up to a record label and sign a deal? Get 50% or 40% of your music when it actually starts making you millions. Okay, let me break this down. You can sign a record deal today and your whole music catalog in 2-3 years will be worth about $20 million, right? Then you own a 40% of $20 million. Then you stay independent and make $500 in. But there's no time to waste. You know what I'm saying? You don't have time to waste. Your creativity, you are putting out music, but nobody's listening to the music because there's nobody investing in you, and you yourself, you are not investing in yourself enough. It takes a lot of work. When you know you are not creative enough to go independently and maximize it to make more money, or go to the bank and borrow money and invest in your music, you don't have that confidence. Go look for a record label that will sign you and give you those checks. Get 40% of it and get your music starts making money for you. You know what I'm saying? I have a business and the business is about $50,000, and I have somebody that can come in and in 2 years that business can be about $100 million, and I will be owning a 40% of it. So why don't I go ahead and give it up and let's share money at the end of the day? You know what I'm saying? But the mistakes some of us make as independent artists is that we go ahead and sign a bad deal because you are not looking at your contract really good. You don't have a lawyer, an entertainment lawyer, who can actually go through your contract and advise you on what to do and what not to do. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the game of wisdom. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the game of wisdom. So that's my thoughts on it. But go ahead and share your opinions on the comment section. Tell me what you think about what Jay-Z just said and how it's